Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Stellaris. We are playing as the Res Publica Agricolarum, and we are working on really racing through the traditions with Agrarian Idyll. We'll see how that all goes. Let's get right back into it. A ruined Dyson sphere. Holy crap. We've encountered the remains of an enormous space structure in Authvomia, encompassing the system's primary. Our scientists theorize that this may have once been a functional Dyson sphere, a megastructure designed to harness the power of a star. It is obviously no longer operational, with its hull having sustained critical damage from an unknown type of energy weapon. Of note are also the large debris fields surrounding the sphere. Although the megastructure itself is ancient, much of the debris in the system appears to be significantly younger. Most of it seems to originate from two distinct battle fleets that pummeled each other into oblivion, possibly in a war to decide ownership over the shattered sphere at some point in more recent galactic history. So, we now see a ruined Dyson sphere, but it's in the Covenant of Savant. That is disappointing. They may, no wonder they went for those things. Alright, let's actually take a quick look at this. See, okay, so we need mega engineering before we can repair that, and we would need 40,000 minerals. So, it's basically the same as building one, which does kind of suck.
Special project complete.
Alright, Tassergoid secured. Scientist Rosholm Jensen has leveled up. Very nice.
System survey complete. Colony established.
Okay. We've established our colony here. Let's get a spaceport built. Faction founded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Res Publica Agricolarum. Led by Governor DJ Slide, they call themselves the Xeno Rights League. Their members have been pushing hard for friendly relations with alien species. Alright, let's take a look at this new faction. Oh, they've got a negative. All refugees welcome. Oh, I don't have that. Hosting at least 4 unique species within our empire will please the Xeno Rights League. Okay, well. Recent enlightenment, diplomatic traditions, land grab objectives. Oh, objections. Federated, joining a federation. Okay, well, all of those things are things that I kind of plan to do. Policies and edicts. Let's go ahead and... actually, you know what? That's going to piss them off, isn't it? Alright, let's wait until it's actually... until we actually get that tech, then. Before I change that. Alright, close that. Refugees welcome. It's fine. Slavery prohibited, purge prohibited. Core world's populations, all species, first contact protocol, peaceful, resettlement, prohibited. I could allow that.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Okay. Let's go to Voltam, build that mining station. That mining station. All of those. We need lots more mining stations. Alright, well, Just get those and then continue moving on down. I also need to build more corvettes, and we just lost someone. Alright. Who did we lose? Oh, Admiral Arcuate Throne. Well, time to hire a new one. Let's see. Ship upkeep minus 10%. Weapons range plus 10%. Those are both pretty good. You're both pretty old, unfortunately. Let's go for the ship upkeep. Arcuate Throne 2. There you go. Once I am a little bit more powerful, I think I might go down and try and bump off these void clouds.
Construction complete.
Let's get that. Alright. We have terraformed that world. Very nice. That'll be a pretty good one. Hey, there we go. We get a tradition. Alright, discovery. Scientist recruitment cost. Leader skill levels. System research is happiness. Anomaly fail risk. And gain research points. That's what I want to get pretty quickly. Yes. There we go.
Special project complete.
Udaloran secured. +1 specimens collected. Excellent. 250. Alright, so now we can clear a bunch of these. We do have a pop growing that doesn't have anything to work on.
System survey.
Alright, can't quite afford this one. There we go, now I can. Non-aggression pact invitation between the Kirim Hive and the Covenant of Savant. Alright. It's fine by me. I suppose I could offer a... No. They're not interested. Alright. They are superior both technologically and fleet power, which is a little bit disconcerting.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey.
There we go, let's upgrade that. I can upgrade that shortly. Governor is leveled up. Let's get more minerals in order to do this. Another month.
Special project complete.
There we go.
Research complete.
Old gods, shrine to the benefactress. You're expanding out that way. Deciphering the pictograms in the benefactress's shrine was a much smoother process than anticipated. All linguists involved described the language quickly connecting or clicking in their minds, despite its age and complexity. However, the writings are unlikely to make much sense until they are combined with other writs associated with the rest of the quadrumvirate godhead. Fascinating. And we have revealed Ptherian dust. Doesn't look like we have any already. Let's go ahead and do some new research. These are good. Let's go for vitality boosters that might get us gene tailoring. Let's see. Do we have any Ptherian dust in our space that is just not collected? Yes, we do! When you're done, move here. Alright. Ptherian dust will be very helpful to us. Let's get the solar panel network.
Construction complete.
Orbital research mandate fulfilled. Excellent.
System survey complete.
Now, I can also build some destroyers. I haven't done any upgrades to them, but I should be fine now. I can get 7 of them, it looks like. But I can only afford 1 right now.
Complete.
Old Gods, Shrine to the Undaunted. After days of activities that can be best termed fiddling, Science Officer Ashley has retrieved the Doctrine of the Undaunted, a textile scroll coated with a sturdy plastic polymer. Fascinating. Okay, you're growing just fine. This can be upgraded there.
System survey complete.
Guess we'll get rid of this tile blocker. Alright, let's see. Right here. Let's build that. Let's build that. And that. I'm going to save this for when I get the Frontier Hospital.
Construction complete. Special project complete.
Old Gods, Shrine to the Percipient. Science Officer Ashley has reported back with the Cave Carrot's findings at the Percipient's Shrine. They recognized early on that a text in some topographical script is inlaid in the walls, heavily distorted by the layers of translucent lacquer. Initial attempts at unscrambling the text, relying on the raw processing power of the Cave Carrot's computers to reconstruct the text from plain images, proved fruitless as it was simply too distorted to place in any known lingual family tree. Next, the crew of the Cave Carrot attempted bombarding the lacquer with light of varying wavelengths and intensity, but no beneficial reactions were observed. Ashley apparently considered physically separating the lacquer from the inlaid text, but realized that the strange glyphs would doubtlessly have been made misshapen to begin with, only to assume their proper shape when viewed correctly through the lens of the lacquer. Science Officer Ashley was about to call a mission a failure when, looking up as they irritably paced along the edges of the circular space, realized that discrete lines of cohesive text were momentarily forming before their eyes, melting away only to be replaced by new lines. Not long after they had the ceiling, walls, and floor imaged in a spiral pattern. Texts from other shrines should help us piece it all together. Fascinating. Old Gods, Revelation, the complete doctrine of the gods, for that is what the recovered texts have to be regarded as, dwarfing the fairy tale scraps upon which the old Sator religions were founded, is as shockingly revelatory as it is revolutionary. With only a little bit of creative interpretation, it is clear that the people of Origanum Porcine were meant for great things, guided by the strong hand of a religious leader. Our path is one to godhood, but our past is littered with prophecies unfulfilled and sin born of ignorance. Redemption is ephemeral. Suppress the findings, gain 80 influence. Monetize the findings, gain 1,500 energy credits. But what can we learn from this? Gain 350 society research, or we walk in the footsteps of the divine. And we gain a bunch of unity, but shift towards spiritualist. I don't really want to do that. I could hold the energy credits, but I think the research is going to be better. It's not a big boost, but it is some. Alright. You're done there. Let's go ahead and... Nope. New contact, the United Meshbem Imperium. Interesting. Oh, hello, Star Empire, fungally infected mammalians. Erudite explorers, they are fanatic militarists and materialists. I bring greetings from the Empress Casvalud the undisputed ruler of the United Meshbem Imperium. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. Let us clasp extremities and be friends, just don't infect me. There we go. Build those mining stations. Where are you? You're over here. Alright, we want that one then. And there goes all of my money.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
You're growing pretty fast here. It's pretty nice. Old-timey tunes. A golden disc strikes the forward viewport of the cave carrot as it is surveying the weak gravitational field of blah 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 blah. The object is recovered, and cursory analysis indicates that the minuscule grooves on the disc's surface might be encoded audio and video data authored by some alien civilization. Xeno audio files will pay a lot for that. Gain a bunch of engineering research. Decode it. Ashley would gain 200 experience, although she doesn't need it, and we'd get a big boost to society research. Begins the solar coordinates event chain. Well, yeah, I think we'll do that. Oh! Adds the Sol system coordinates to the situation log. Ah, yes. Yes, let's totally decode this.
Situation log updated. System survey complete.
Holy cow, you're all the way down there. Hey, it's a Sol system, and it's in kind of the right place-ish. We're not going to go off and do that just yet, though. Ashley, you're going to continue surveying this stuff first, because we need it. Well, actually, what do you... Okay, you're doing that. Actually, go over here, survey that. I said. But I actually need you to come back over here when you're done. We don't want these guys expanding too much if there's some really good stuff over here. That's good enough for now.
Construction complete.
Alright, you're done. There we go. Got a Ptharian dust. Very, very nice.
Incoming transmission.
Star charts, no. Let's go ahead and build those mining stations there. Okay, that's upgraded, so what we want to do is... Actually, you go there. You go there. Hydroponics farm.
System survey complete. Evading hostile fleet. Construction complete.
Alright, I'll look at what that is in a second. Oh, Governor DJ Slide died. Oh, that's unfortunate. I need a new governor. Well, you're the youngest, although you also have leader lifespan, so we'll actually recruit you for now. There we go, DJ Slide 2. and you'll be in charge of our homeworld, which is going to reduce our science output a little bit. Okay, we've got another void cloud system here. That's okay. Getting a fleet large enough that can take that out soon.
Complete.
Well, I could take it out now. I just want to reduce my losses. Ooh, research alternatives +1. That's good. Or deflectors. Let's go for the deflectors right now, because that's pretty cheap, and we do kind of need that.
Construction complete.
Get a couple more destroyers.
System survey complete.
Okay, that can be upgraded. We'll go ahead and do that. I've got that. Okay, what do we want here? I don't know that I really need the food, but I do want the energy grid. I mean, they can work the food for now, and I'll move them off of it as I start building science. Maybe that's what I'll do. Scientist needs to be renamed too, has leveled up.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Upgrade that. But you need to work on those. And how about that one?
System
Requires
survey
5 pops.
complete.
Haven't gotten the 5 pops yet.
Research complete.
Vitality boosters. Alright. Well, it's been a while since we had this show up, and we do kind of need it. It's really an earlier tech than than this. War declaration. The Dispolity has declared war on the Talakur Confederation. Alright, see how that goes. Build those mining stations. Is this in... That is in my space. So that's cool.
Complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade that. Alright, another month and I can build this. There we go. You probably should work that for now. Alright, needs to be renamed too, as discovered sensors pick up unexpected activity from an isolated point on Hygeroscant 3C's frozen surface. We'll go ahead and research that. Not sure what I want to do with this. The Exile. The readings originate from a small research outpost, which has Res Publica Agricolarum, which the Res Publica Agricolarum has no records of establishing or indeed authorizing on the surface of Hygeroscant 3C. It is staffed by one Satri scientist, a fairly talented and industrious one, if their research on Hygeroscant 3C is anything to go by. There's a problem with regards to their identity, however. We've been unable to match them against official state records, and they refuse to identify themselves save for stating that they are in exile. They have expressed an interest in returning to Originum Porcine and serving the Res Publica Agricolarum directly, on the condition that the Haley-Zeal immediately depart Hygeroscant 3C, and no Satri ships ever return there. I don't think we're going to find anything, but let's get the physics research. I don't know that this ever goes anywhere, and he'll probably die not too long anyway, so let's get that physics research. Cold and empty. There is nothing unusual about the research outpost itself. It is a little but a temporary shelter erected against the savage elements, allowing surface-level planetary study for a limited time before it wears down and conditions become untenable. The outpost on Hajer Scant 3C is nearing the end of its lifespan, but the planet's intense chill has yet to critically degrade the impermanent structure. The equipment, functional cheap intended to be abandoned, is well used, and the local databanks are filled with detailed but ultimately mundane accounts of the planet as well as the simple experiments that were carried out in its harsh environment. Curiously, no closer examination seems to have been made of the mineral outcropping the outpost's foundations rest on. Scans by the Halley's Eel indicate that the geological formation, a mountain mostly buried under ice, may be partially hollow. More alarmingly, Science Officer needs to be renamed too, reports that the sole inhabitant of the outpost, the mysterious exile, has gone missing and is nowhere to be found. Puzzling. I have never really had either of those lead to anything further. So I'm not sure if there's really anything of
System survey complete.
great interest there. You know what? What are you doing? When you're done there, go research that project. Let's get some more destroyers built. Alright, we're growing there. I'll swap you when you're done. Let's go ahead and build that.
System survey complete.
I have a crap ton of energy. Yeah, I think it's definitely time to build the science outposts out here and stuff like that.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Alright, there's our deflectors. Ooh, colony development speed. That'll be handy. Doesn't look like there's any colonizable worlds in that batch there. But I still really need more minerals. Yeah, I think I'm going to still focus on minerals. Actually, go here. Okay.
Construction complete.
Alright, trade treaty has timed out. That's okay. If they want more, they'll ask me. I'll hold off on those upgrades for now, I think. On the other hand, all of this food will be highly beneficial. And let's go ahead and build this one here. Alright. Let's take a look. Still going to want Kataruski. DJ Slide is Unity and Terraforming. Needs to be renamed. 2 is Food and Frontier Outposts. So yeah. Yeah, we're going to stick with Kataruski. There we go.
Research complete.
Alright, we got the Frontier Clinic. Still can't get gene tailoring. Let's get the influence, because we're kind of critically low on that. That'll go pretty quick. Alright, now, I'm going to want these built pretty fast. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's build one up here. And I'm out. Alright. Well, it is actually about time to end the episode, so when we come back, we'll go ahead and build those on our other worlds. See you next time, everyone.